at Restaurant Mosaic, I am inspired by the Franklin Conservancy. And having sat outside this morning, watching a weaver build his nest, I just rethought my idea of building a nest. Now, the dish that I'm creating today I call my Millionaire's nest egg. And the reason for this is that we're incorporating beautiful black truffles, Paris mushrooms and gold leaf into what is a very simplistic dish. Now, our first element for this dish is to recreate the nest. And here is the actual nest that I picked this morning. You can actually see the lichen intertwined between the beautiful twigs. Now, I've asked Florence to go and pick some grass from the Conservancy for me earlier. Thank you very much, Florence. And this we're actually going to use to build our nests. Now, I've asked my glass blower to create a bowl that I can actually fit this grass into. We're just going to weave this into our makeshift nest. This whole dish is about having fun, creating nature, and having those scenes vividly in your mind as if you were outside. On top of this, I'm going to make my edible nest egg. So here I've already made a julienne of courgettes. I'm just going to top that on top of this little nest. To recreate that lichen that you've got in the nest, here we've got some parsley, which we've just deep fried. And here I'm going to just break off a few twigs and put that inside of my nest. You don't want too much because every single thing that you add into this dish at this stage is going to add texture and flavour. And here we have some beautiful dried fennel. Now this is so dainty and delicate, it just looks like a little dried leaf. And here we have some chervil that I've just dried in my dehydrator. Now if you look at it, it's very, very similar to what you've got in the actual nest, resembling the lichen. I've got some carrot, which I've dried and just cut very, very thinly. And I'm going to just intertwine that in between the courgettes. And then for our mushrooms. The reason I'm incorporating mushrooms at this stage is to link up with the truffles and the mushrooms that we're going to add right at the end. And these are also just thinly sliced and dried out. And I'm going to pop them in between. This is almost like anything the little bird could find in nature to create its nest is now going into this creation. Now along with this, we're now adding our fresh, tasty elements. And I'm firstly going to be starting with a little bit of fresh lemon zest. Now I've just grated this finely. I'm just going to sprinkle that all around. Now blood sorrel almost has a little bit of a sour taste to this, almost like oxalis, which when I was small, I used to pick them from the lawn and eat them. It looks like little clovers. What we're going to add here is a little bit of decadence, and I'm going to decorate this with my gold leaf. And this is just to give it that accent of bright and sparkly little bits. Now for my courgette puree, I've just cooked down some courgettes very, very lightly. We're going to add this as the base onto which our little eggs are going to lie. And Florence, you can bring me my eggs, please. We've just poached 3 little quail's eggs, and inside of each egg we've added a beautiful different filling. Thank you very much. Now what we've got is some courgette puree which we've injected into the egg, some truffle puree, and then also 1 natural egg, which is going to give you 3 phenomenal tastes in this one dish. Now these eggs are hot and we have kept them very, very soft. I'm going to drop them in there just so it resembles the eggs lying in this little mother's nest. And our last little one with a beautiful courgette puree is going in. Now with this, I'm just going to cover them with beautiful rich mushroom sauce with a little bit of cream. And now for our most decadent ingredient, the beautiful black truffle. Now we can actually substitute this truffle with our white Paris mushrooms. And we do this throughout the year if our truffles are not available. But for this year, I will actually be going to Alba in Italy to bring back some fresh black truffles for January. So bon appetit!